Hello, hello, hello guys, and welcome back to KTTV. I am KT and this is Kindness Timeless Tunnel Vision. So today's episode, it's been very heavy on my heart, and I wanted to talk about one of my favorite manifesting tips ever that has really helped me and really helped reprogram my mindset to allow me to be able to manifest and bring in abundance into my reality. Because so many of us get so stuck on visualizing that sometimes the human mind is really good at deprogramming like positive feelings and positive benefits from our lives, because it's the ego and trying to control things. And when the ego senses change, it often tries to stop that change, because ultimately our egos are there to protect us. So this video, I'm going to talk about my number one manifesting tip. I'm going to get into a couple stories, not long ones, just to kind of show how that's really impacted my life. So let's get into it now. Welcome back, guys. I am so grateful you are here. If you haven't subscribed, definitely click on that subscribe button below so you never miss another video. But today's episode, we are going to talk about one of my favorite tips on manifestation and just really bringing and allowing abundance to come into your life. And like I say, guys, I am still always a work in progress. I'm always learning. And what I learn, I want to share with you guys to help you guys really build beautiful lives and remember that we are souls living in a physical reality, a physical world, a physical body, and that our higher selves are full of light and love, which I feel like a lot of people are disconnected from right now because of all the chaos in this world. So let's get started. This video, I'm going to talk about my number one, if you are on this spiritual journey and you just awoken and you're really trying to propel your life forward, this would be my number one tip I would tell myself 10 years ago. So I would be 25. So this tip right here, but let me give you some backstory on it and so you kind of know where I'm going with it. So when I first started doing daily affirmations, which is basically statements that are I am, and you're stating what you want in a way that you already have it, but it's also to reprogram your mind from all the negative programming throughout our lives, just from different experiences, people, different responsibilities, things like that. So my first experience with affirmations was about 5 years ago when I was in that very toxic relationship. I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't want to break up my family, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't healthy for any of us. And I knew me staying in that situation was not going to be beneficial for anybody. And I knew I had to make some tough choices to propel all of our lives out of the cycle that we were all living. So when that happened, I really kind of dove into spirituality, not as much as I am now, but that was one of the first times I really started meditating and really trying to use the tools to help reprogram all of the toxicness that I had gone through previously, the last 7 years plus, because of dealing with my DUIs and things like that. I obviously wasn't making great choices. So fast forward a couple years, I was at the gym and I get a phone call from one of my good girlfriends, and she never calls me. She always texts. So I knew something was going on. So she asked me if I would give her a ride because her car wasn't working. Something was wrong with it, so she couldn't drive. So she asked me, because I am always that go-to friend that is, people can call me and I'm always there for them if I can be, and I could be. So I left the gym, I went and picked her up, and we went to go check on her friend that she was worried about, hadn't heard from. Me, in my head, I'm just thinking maybe he's just maybe he had too much to drink the night before. Maybe he just doesn't want to answer his phone. I have moods like that. But we go to see how he is. Shocker, when we get there, this shit was crazy. Unfortunately, this beautiful soul, but in this world of darkness that can consume you at times, decided to take his own life. And we walked in on that, not like as he was actually doing it, but the aftermath of like him doing it. And it was an experience. I swear I saw his soul, because when we opened the door, and it was in the far back room, but you could see somebody was there. I didn't know what had happened at that point, but I swear I saw someone like peeking out around the corner, and I told my homegirl, I was like, dude, if your homie keeps looking at me like that, I'm gonna have to pop him one, because like it almost looked like one of those like zombie like movies where the zombie sees you and then they're like not quite sure what they're gonna do, so they freeze and then they're gonna like come at you. That's what I was thinking in my head. But not to make light of a very dark situation, but I swear I saw his soul, because I like the way what he had done, the way I had seen him was not the way he was, if that makes sense. So that experience it rocked my world, it rocked her world, and I definitely was not expecting that. But after that experience, obviously that plays on some really heavy emotions. Granted, I didn't know him, and for her to have known him, like, oh my gosh, that would have been so much more of a challenge to heal from. And I love her till this day, and I am very grateful for her friendship. We actually drifted kind of apart after that, unfortunately. But that situation is really when I started doing my affirmations daily. I literally started to listen to affirmations, which I have on my meditations I love to use. There's some affirmations on there too, and if you guys want more of that, definitely comment below and I'll send more affirmations that I use that have helped me personally, that I still use to this day. So my number one manifesting tip is going to be affirmations, daily affirmations. I even have them written out and I have them on my altar, so I try to light my incense and say them every day. And the benefits of that have created such a powerful positive impact in my life. And that's why I want to share this with you guys, so that you can really start to take notice of your mindset and how to reprogram the negative programming that we've consumed throughout a lot of our lives. So with this process, when I started to do my daily affirmations, because that was really heavy energy, it was definitely a vision that was hard to get out of my head, and she went a lot closer than I did. I was like, dude, your homie's not moving. I did not want to burn that image into my head, because some images you can't get rid of. So with that, I still felt his soul lingering too around me, because souls can attach to your energy as well. But my main thing was, I'm a mom. Like, I have a kid and I cannot dwell on that kind of energy. I had to do something to transmute this very challenging situation into something that is more positive, and something that where my mind will not go super negative. That's why I also do affirmations, daily affirmations, because they truly help reprogram your thinking and how you actually handle situations. Now, if I hadn't done a lot of my spirituality and started, I feel like, on this journey, because like I said previously, before, like, you know, a couple years before, I had already started on this like spiritual journey, and if I hadn't done that, I don't think I would have handled the situation as well. Just seeing a lifeless body is just like, it can be very traumatizing to the mind. So I definitely really just jumped all in with my affirmations, and ever since that day, I literally listen to them every single day. Every single day I get ready, pretty much, I listen to my affirmations, and then I say them daily as well. So I challenge you guys that are watching, to really write down a list of 10 things that are affirmations that will positively impact your life, that will remind you of your worth and your love, and always, always, always put in, I am worthy, I am enough, because you are. Just by being you, just by being a soul, just by being here in this school for courageous souls, you are enough. And I feel like a lot of the times we forget our own inner power, because we are constantly programmed to compare ourselves and our lives to everybody else. And when we do that, we lose our light in a way. We lose our true selves, and we lose connection to our higher self and our purpose of why we came here and what lessons we wanted to learn in this physical form, in this time, on this timeline. So that is my number one tip for really starting to manifest and create an abundance life, is you have to get your mindset right. And is it perfect all the time? No, I still struggle. But you know what? I notice that the more I do it, and even when I don't want to do it, I do it on the days I don't feel like doing it, and I'm like, what is the point? I do have those days. They're getting less and less the more I'm doing this, but I still have those days. Those are the times that when I don't do it, I really see an impact in my mindset, how long I stay in my darkness, and how little compassion I have for myself when I don't do these things. So affirmations is key, guys, to really helping reprogram your mind to more positive thinking, so that when contrast pulls up, because it's going to happen, there's not going to be just a perfect timeline where everything is just beautiful. I hope so. Maybe one day in the freaking far ass future. But I mean, to be realistic, in this timeline right now, we're always going to have contrast. We're always going to have conflict. And it's how we think, and how we think about ourselves is how we will handle those certain contrasts or situations. So it's very important to have a mindset where it's positive and it is encouraging and compassionate and kind to oneself. So those are the things that I like to use. And if you want more detail, definitely comment below and let me know if you want me to do, because I was thinking of doing like an affirmation video, and you guys could listen to that, and you know, that could be the start of your practice of actually doing it every day. I can put ones that I use personally as well. I love Kenneth Soares. I think I say his last name right. I probably don't, but I love his. He has meditations and affirmations. So there's a lot of different resources out there, guys, to really help reprogram your mind. Just make sure they're ones that are really trying to connect you to your true self and not your ego, because that's the battle with spirituality and really going on your spiritual journey, is listening to your higher self versus your ego. And sometimes those voices can get misstrued, and that's when we make and that's when we kind of get out of alignment and out of balance. So I hope you guys like this video. Definitely drop a like below if you like. And if you want to see more of my videos, definitely subscribe so you never miss another one. And I hope this was super helpful. I would love for you guys to make a list of 10 affirmations that you will commit to saying daily for a month straight, and then comment below, please, and let me know how that process is going for you guys. And if you need help on what your I am statements should be, I can help you with that too. So definitely comment below, let me know, guys. And until my next video, peace, love, and namaste.